Again, welcome everybody. We're just going to go ahead and get started here. So for those who just logged on, again, my name is Dominique and we have the rest of the Greenleaf team here with us today. And today we will be doing a goal check-in, and we will also be discussing the importance of SMART goals today. But first and foremost, and as always, Greenleaf hosts weekly live streams and private connect events every Thursday afternoon with a new topic every week that highlights a portion of our business. Private events like this one are more interactive, while live streams are open to the public. So before we dive in here, we want to provide a quick overview of what to expect this afternoon. As always, we have our employee lightning round featuring Rhett, maybe. We'll dive into the importance of SMART goals, like why do we set goals, discuss our vision statement, really tease out what a SMART goal looks like. And then we'll dive into that question and answer segment of this broadcast. And then we will close with our team member spotlights as well as upcoming Greenleaf Connect schedule. So to start, we do want to provide some rules of engagement. You do have the option to change your presentation view. So feel free to switch your presentation mode to speaker spotlight, or you can click and drag to make the presentation bigger or smaller. We do ask that you mute yourself throughout the presentation just to avoid any feedback. And for that question and answer portion, there should be a raise your hand button feature located, I think, at the bottom of your screen. So if you have any questions, once we break out into that segment, feel free to use that feature and we'll use that to kind of facilitate the conversation.
Okay, we have our lightning round. Today we have our CFO, Rhett Rankin, here with us. Rhett joined our team a little over a year ago and leads our finance, accounting, and services teams. So he certainly has his hands full. Welcome to our lightning round, Rhett. You ready?
I think so.
Okay, let's go first.
All right, I'm ready.
What's the fastest speed you've ever driven in a car?
Oh, am I allowed? Should I say that?
Well, we're not saying that you weren't on a controlled course or something.
Oh, okay, good. So there's no law enforcement officers on this call?
I don't think so. Not that I
Okay. It's probably 105.
What kind of car was that?
It's a BMW.
Good one to drive over 100 in.
Yep.
The Godfather or Star Wars?
The Godfather of Star Wars?
Godfather or Star Wars movie?
Oh, the movie. Oh, sorry. Godfather.
Okay. Scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at wiffle ball?
I'd say 7.
What would you say about softball?
9.5.
Oh, okay. Do you know how to salsa dance?
Not officially, but I like to try.
Might need to see that at one of our monthly socials. How many cups of coffee do you drink per day?
Only on the weekends. So I only drink coffee Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I drink tea the other days.
It's interesting. I think it'd be the
Yeah.
opposite. Okay. Here's a good one. Do you currently own any stuffed animals?
No, I actually don't.
Dark milk or white chocolate?
Dark.
Would you rather wake up to an air horn blowing in your ear every day or wake up and have to run 4 miles?
Oh, air horn. Easily. Don't like to run. But I am doing the 5K Saturday. So
you'll be running way in front of me. You'll be waiting for us at the finish line. Okay, what's the lamest dessert that people try to pass off as a dessert?
to me, creme brulee, it just doesn't taste great. I don't like it.
Okay, last but not least, what's the most boring thing ever?
Oh gosh.
You better not say meetings with me.
Sitting, waiting, sitting and waiting. don't like to
Off your
wait.
tire when you're ATV?
Yes, that was the worst, Natalie. 2 hours, and it was all my fault.
For those of you who don't know or haven't seen our workplace posts, they graciously waited for like 2 hours to get their ATV tires fixed, and Rhett was one of those participants. So, okay, well, those are our lightning round questions. Thank you so much for participating, Rhett. And I'm actually now going to pitch it over to you, Rhett, to talk to us a little bit about why we actually set goals.
Yeah. So in my 30+ years career, working for numerous companies, Fortune 500 companies, startup companies, nonprofits, Greenleaf is just unique in this way. And when I first heard about it and first came to Greenleaf, I didn't quite understand it and what it meant. But I'm sold on it. I bought into it very, very quickly, and obviously preach it to my team all the time. And when I think of myself as a manager, especially prior to coming to Greenleaf, as a manager, you want to get to know your employees and you want to get to know your team. And a lot of that has to do with getting to know them personally and professionally. Because whether we want to admit it or not, personally and professionally, it does meld. Because what's happening at home or what you're doing personally can affect your job, and it can affect you professionally. So to me, what goals do is it provides a way to add that positive spin and help you be successful personally by rewarding you for those goals and setting those goals, and have your team support you in those goals personally, and you succeed. And then that carries over into professionally, and you succeeding with those goals. And so if you're successful personally, then you're more than likely going to be successful professionally. And so I think those goals and setting those goals is important on both sides, personally and professionally. And the fact that Greenleaf actually rewards us for doing that is just incredible. And I think everybody I talk to about that is just amazed that a company would do that, especially for a personal goal. But seeing how it affects people and how it drives people is just important. And so I think that's very key.
Well, thanks. And now we're going to pitch it over to Stephanie to dive into our goal review.
Awesome. Thanks, Natalie. So here we are. We're going to dive into some helpful tips on how to fill out our vision sheet. We're going to chat about creating SMART goals and some tricks to help you pay attention to your goals. So listed on the screen here are 5 points that will guide you to accomplishing your goals. So let's begin. The first one is starting with your vision. When you start with knowing what your vision is, it will help you create a deeper meaning behind your goals. The second one, write down your goals. So most of us have no trouble with the goal setting, right? Setting the goal is the easy part, but it's all those other steps that are the puzzle. So you will learn how to write your goals smart with heart today. The act of writing down your goal is powerful enough to keep you committed and focused. And step 3 says, pay attention to them. So consider who can help. And most importantly, is there a plan B when life throws a monkey wrench into plan A? Come up with some tricks to giving your goals the attention they need. So also find a visual that represents that goal or how your life would be different accomplishing that goal. Seeing it makes it seem more possible to achieve. And number 4, take consistent, inspired action. Setting the goal is just the first step. Know where you're going and what resources you'll need. Knock out those milestones because those small little steps leads to big wins. And number 5, celebrate successes. Take time to celebrate your wins. And here on our next page says step 1, start with your vision. Create deeper meaning behind your goals. So I know this page looks familiar to everyone. It's in our playbooks, and some of us have it filled out and others have no idea where to start. So I've used my page as a sample to help teach you. So on the vision statement in front of you, the middle is written, it has my vision written out, And then around that vision statement, it's surrounded by goals that help support my vision. Okay, you'll notice in that yellow box on the bottom corner, there's two different formulas in there to help you create that vision statement. So the first one says by activities or strengths. So that's what you'll put in your detail. I help a group of people or who achieve what. Okay, so fill in those blanks, and that would be a great vision statement. Or you can use the second one, the second formula. I help a group of people to achieve something, like what is it, by using these strengths. And that's the one I chose for my vision statement. So I help Greenleaf, the group of people, to what? To build better communities. So I'm helping achieve something by building better communities by using these strengths. So my strengths are providing value, customer service, and employee fulfillment. So those two formulas there should help you be able to create that vision statement that you need. Now, I want to remind everyone that goals are meant to challenge you and to push you outside of your comfort zone. So not only do I want to attain a goal, but I also want to achieve growth, and I also want to learn. So I want to say this, when you're creating your goal, keep that in mind. Like, is that goal challenging you and making you grow or giving you the opportunity to learn? So example there would be, I want to get new pillows for this couch, right? So getting new pillows for the couch is almost like a to-do list item, right? There's like no effort involved. It doesn't challenge me to do anything, and it doesn't push me outside of my comfort zone. But if I were to say, I need to find and take a sewing class so I can hand make new pillows for my couch, that there is a goal, because that is pushing me and it's teaching me something, or I'm growing and I'm doing something outside of my comfort zone. This next slide here is our SMART chart, and the acronym is listed up there at the top. There's also some do's and don't reminders in the middle. And then those bottom boxes there are some helpful statements to get you started when you're writing out your goals. So let's review this real quick. So S, that's the word for specific, and you just want to avoid using words like some and more, such as I will get some exercise or I will eat more veggies, right? You want to have specifics in your goal. The M is for measurable. So you want to always deal with measurable things that you have control over, okay? Next, 8, attainable. Is this goal even possible for me to accomplish? Like, make sure your goal is attainable. R, realistic. You have to be honest with yourself and confirm that the goal is important and relevant. Make sure that goal is realistic. And then last, the T for time bound. This is where we write out the dates or the deadline and frequency of the goal, okay? The by when, right? Next is writing down your goals. So here's a sample of 2 goals that are written. One is written just as a goal, and the other one is written as they are SMART. So I wanted to review this with you. So the first one is, I like to travel to Europe. Well, that sounds like fun, but it's missing some specifics, and when do you want to do it? So to write it SMART, to fulfill my sense of adventure, I would like to plan and take a trip to Paris over July 4th holiday and take a picture in front of the Eiffel Tower. So there, now you have your specifics and your T for time bound. The next one says, I want to improve my property metrics. So we need to list the specifics and also the time bound for this one. I'd like to improve our occupancy metric by leasing and moving in 8 units by June 30th in order to reach 95% occupancy. So there you see we have a lot more specifics. We have the measurable piece now and the T for time bound. So as we continue with the step 2, writing down our goals, let's take a look at our tool for that. here is our page, our goal page from the playbook. So I want to review how to write out your goals. So once you have gotten all the goals written down on from your vision statement, you'll come and transfer them all onto these goal pages. Now, I took one of the goals from my vision statement, which said host 4 resident kids' birthday parties. Well, that goal was written because it helps with resident engagement, right? So I needed to make that smart. So in order to make host 4 kid birthday parties smart, I had to write, to show compassion, I would like to host 4 resident children's birthday parties by the end of 2021 by providing cake and presents. So that's my goal. The next part there is the date. When do you want to achieve it? So I want to complete that by December 31st, 2021. Next is the milestones. So milestones can often be like to-do list items or task list items. Sometimes they're little goals, but in essence, milestones are all the steps that we need to accomplish in order to complete the big goal, the big picture goal, right? So my milestones: identify the recipients, plan the dates, order the supplies, organize with the office team, and then host the party. Okay, next is support. What can my team do to help? Well, my team can help by picking a child for me to host, and they could also help me the day of the party. And then lastly, the celebrate part. I see so many times that our team members are accomplishing the goals and we never do this last piece, which is to celebrate. How will I celebrate this goal? We will eat cake and then we'll post our pictures on Workplace. So all the goals you write down, just make sure they get transferred over onto that playbook page. And lastly, we want to pay attention to our goals. So after you've written them all in your playbook, we're going to find ways on this sheet here how to pay attention to our goals each day. So here are a few ideas in front of you. You can open your notebook and read them every day, or you can create a goal jar like what's shown in the picture here. You can do a vision board. You know, those are always fun when we get together in January and do vision boards. You can visualize. So see yourself as you want to be, like that little cat looking in the mirror and seeing a lion. You know, visualize your goals. Make your screensaver picture on your laptop one of your goals. That'll help you keep it in the forefront. Talk to your coworkers and your family or your loved ones about your goals. And then lastly, that last picture there is the support picture. So a goal buddy can make all the difference. People that can help are all around us. They always say if you add one person to your support group, you double your motivation, you double your energy, you double your commitment, and you double the fun. And the last item here is on goals. Just a reminder, we do have that pay per goal program, and we do that every quarter in our goal meetings. And a couple of reminders: goals must be listed on our master goal spreadsheet to be considered for the goal pay per goal bonus. And there's three different tiers listed here. $50 is for any goal that is achieved that specific quarter. It goes to $250 when a goal stretches out over multiple quarters and impacts other people. So big goals. And then we have $500, which is for most impressive goal. And we do that voting in our goal meetings by all of our team members, every goal meeting. That winner wins $500 into the Employee Ownership Fund. So as I close, I want to remind everyone, we have several great pages in our playbooks that you guys can reference on the differences between like to-do list items and goals. The pages there can inspire you to make different types of goals. Like there's some about adventure, career, there's personal development, family and community, financial well-being, all different types of goals. So it's not just about, you know, you accomplishing one little thing for yourself and then a work goal. You can come up with all different types of goals. And so I also wanted to let you know, if anyone ever needs help coming up with your vision, or if you want assistance in writing your goals out smart, that I'm here to help you. It doesn't matter what team you're on. This is something that I'm really passionate about. My team knows that. And I'm willing to help anyone who needs help with that exercise. So feel free to reach out to me anytime.
Thank you, Stephanie. Lots of
Mhm.
wonderful stuff here and great reminders for all of us as we close in on our 3Q goal meetings. Now it's time for our Q&A. We do have a couple pre-submitted questions that came through, and so we'll start with those. But go ahead and get your questions ready for us, and you can use the raise your hand feature at the bottom of the screen. It's going to be under the reactions button. Just raise your hand. Okay, so the first question we have for you, Stephanie, is how does completing a goal, either personal or professional, actually impact the company? Aren't my goals just for me?
That's a good question. Rhett sort of touched on it. So like work goals drive our company performance, right? The corporate performance. So like one of those metric goals. So that's a work goal. So that would drive performance with the company. Whereas your personal goals drive our culture. And the reason why personal goals drive the culture is because if you're completing your goals, your personal goals, you're a more happier person. Typically, you're more prone to interact with team members. And it just creates a different culture with Greenleaf when we have goal-oriented team members on our team.
Makes complete sense.
Mm-hmm.
Regarding the Pay for Goal program, is there a limit on how many goals we can set and complete each quarter?
No limit on how many goals you submit. As long as your goals are submitted to your regional and they're recorded on the master goal spreadsheet, you can give us 3 and you can give us 15. It's as long as you have goals, we're willing to put them on there.
Awesome. Now, when I have a goal update or a new goal to add, who will I give my goals to?
Perfect. I just answered. So regional. So yes, all goals are given to the regional managers, and then we make sure that they're put on that master goal spreadsheet.
Those were our pre-submitted questions. Does anyone online have any questions for Stephanie? Or I guess any of us, you can use the raise your hand feature and then just unmute yourself. I guess we're all really well versed in goals.
Oh, I could add that goals could be submitted at any time. It's not just in our goal meetings or that week before the goal meetings when we do that final check-in. Goals can be submitted anytime. You just shoot that email over and ask for it to get added, and we're happy to do that for you.
Well, the only thing I have to add is I know one of the positive things for me about goal setting has been what Stephanie really talked about is sharing our goals with other people. When we get together just in the office or at a gathering outside of the office, of us sharing our goals with each other, because again, us talking about it, there are just so many connections we can make for each other when we know about this stuff. And so, yeah, there are leaves on the tree, but not everyone comes in the office every day, and not everyone knows that you added a new leaf to the tree. So definitely make it a part of conversation when you see other coworkers and team members, because you just never know. I mean, there are so many different connections we're making for people just because we're talking about it. And even though someone you may not think there's any way someone can help you with the goal, there's so many talented and connected people in our organization that we're bound and determined to help anyone. So let's definitely keep those conversations going. So if we don't have any questions, we'll move into our team member spotlights. We have some good ones this week. So first we have Leah. Leah started back with us in 2017, and she came from retail with no property manager experience. And she started out as a res, was promoted to a CM in 2019. She stuck through a sale of several properties and then took on even more responsibilities, earning a promotion to CM2 in 2020. From day one, Leah stepped up and taken on many challenges. And her current project is not only managing Saddle Creek and residents at Duluth, but overseeing operations on the West Side team, which can be an hour drive for her on some days. And Leah also serves on our events club and is our on-site liaison for property level events. Her dedication to our team, her ambition to succeed, and her hard work are all apparent in Leah's results. So thank you, Leah, for all that you do. You're here on the call. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And next we have Onika. Onika started with Greenleaf in December of 2017 as our accounts payable coordinator. Onika quickly learned Entrada and Avid, systems that if you don't know what they are, let's just say that's good, to process invoices. And Onika is a huge help in getting all the invoices entered in a timely manner. And this includes making sure the invoices are accurate, as well as reaching out to the community leads for correct PO numbers. She processes approximately 850 invoices a month. And she's able to process the majority of these invoices the same day they are received. I mean, that is quite an accomplishment. Onika is also instrumental in distributing the mail and getting all of our incoming checks deposited into the correct accounts in a timely manner. Not many of us check mail for a company, so there is a lot of mail that comes in here. And we all know that rent checks cannot wait to be deposited. Onika is always willing to help and pitch in where is needed, and is always doing it with a smile. We are extremely fortunate to have Onika on our team. So thank you so much, Onika. We really appreciate all that you do for us. We will now pass it over to Dominique to review our upcoming dates, starting with our place to be calendar.
All right, thanks everyone. So if that doesn't ignite your passion to go and get some goals on your goal sheet, or kind of revisit some that maybe have been lingering too long, I'm talking to myself on that one, please do so. All right, let's talk about the place to be. This is a friendly reminder, this Saturday, right? Saturday, we have the RPM 911 race. This is not only for avid runners. I think I'm gonna go and just be a cheerleader on the side and pass out water bottles. So if anybody wants to join the team and the Greenleaf pack to go and support this cause, as well as have some fun while doing it, we invite everybody to come there. September 13th, we have our monthly birthday and work anniversary celebration here at the corporate office. And then we do have that online feature as well at 3 p.m. This is a friendly reminder, by September 30th, we do ask for you to complete your goals and review them one-on-one with your manager. And then by October 1st, we ask to have those completed and submitted to your regional manager for full week. And then October 12th through the 14th is when goal week will actually commence. So this is a perfect segue into that. Our upcoming Greenleaf Connect schedule last week, we hope many of you joined us for our investment and business strategy. We also did a Park Hill refinance update, which was a huge win for Greenleaf. And then obviously today we reviewed SMART goals. On the 16th, we have, I wish I had a drum roll, we have Wendy and Lisa. We're going to do a commercial asset and team introduction with them. And then we have, I think, Risa as well on the call on the 23rd. We will talk about all things PTO. We do have 2 upcoming new deals. They are to be determined. We're kind of ironing out some details to, if I'm being candid, but that is for our first Kennesaw Flex industrial deal, as well as our, which shout out to Avi, as well as we have a, I believe, South Carolina state agency deal for the vocational rehabilitation department, and that is spearheaded by David Weston. So those are to be determined. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. This is a friendly reminder that this private Connect event is recorded, and will be shared with you all via Workplace once that recording is available. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are going to stay online here for a couple of moments or so, just to kind of chit chat possibly. So yeah, thanks everybody, and we hope you have a good day.
Thanks everybody for joining.